check this out. All right. So earlier today, I go to a client house to check out their computer, right? And she tells me that it had a black screen. And so when I got over there, yes, you turn on the computer, the little blue screen from HP pops up about the whole, recovery and all that stuff. And then the next screen comes on is a quick little black screen with some little text on it about the hard drive and stuff. And then bam, it's supposed to start the operating system, right? Well, it just sat there with this black screen for, I don't know, the whole time I was there, which was about 10 minutes talking to her. And then I'm like, yeah, it's just sitting there, so I don't know what's going on. Then I looked at it, and I seen that the hard drive light was just a steady amber color. So I said, okay, that's just messed up. So I took the computer home. I had already backed up all her files and stuff. And 1 second. Veve! You gotta stop. I'm recording. I'm recording. Stop. I'm recording. Thank you. So, anyway, her computer's sitting here. The hard drive is back into it. I've transferred all the files over. Apparently, I didn't have to because when I put it back in the computer, turn it onto my monitor, my little keyboard and mouse, and it's sitting here on. So, check it out. Here's the computer, her HP little tower or whatever. I guess y'all can see it, right? Yeah, it's on. I plugged it up to a little wire, to a TV. Here go the monitor. So here's her computer on with all her little icons and stuff, her backdrop and everything, so that it's running. So, shoot. Let me go. I guess there was a flaw with the operating system, which I thought in the first place. But once I connected it to my computer, I guess I took over the properties of it. I took over some other things, and then I put the drive back in. That shouldn't have fixed it. Hey, if it does, then it does. On that note, I'm going to make sure I'm going to shut it down. And I'm going to start it back up because that's the whole point. When it starts up, it doesn't start up right. So let's do a whole restart. Check it out. Come on, thing, hurry up. I already clicked restart. I don't know what's going on with it. How about the shutdown? Alright, so it's shutting down. Right here. Yeah, and I can come on in real quick and be like, yeah, that's what's happening right now with it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get it back on by simply just pressing the button. Alright, you see it, I pressed it, it's coming on. Now this first screen is what I always show, so let's see that. Man, my TV's slow. Look how slow my television is. It's just now showing VGA. So we missed the whole point of the first thing, because that would have been a whole nother thing. It didn't even show this when I was at her house. So that lets me know one or two things. She either had something connected to this computer and it had to read it first for the BIOS and it wasn't starting Windows up, or Windows had a flaw in itself. So since I'm steady turning it on and off and it's coming back on, this means that there is no more problems with Windows. That if there is any other issue when I get to her house, it is with the devices that she has. So, this is I've been doing this whole thing. I didn't mean to turn it away. It was still coming on, so it's still coming on. It's Windows 7, man. This thing is really jacked up. It takes forever to come on. Anyway. Jesus. How much RAM she got in here? She must ain't got enough RAM in this thing. Hey, Danella. I'm recording in here. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, y'all see I'm kind of busy at the house too. And it's a bunch of girls in here. It's, not like that. They all my kids and my girl. So yeah, but yeah, they like to talk. Whole long story short, this is still coming on. Okay, bam, it's on. I just wanted y'all to see it for the whole elapsed time that it comes on. It is working, so therefore I don't have to really do anything else with this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and package it up and give it back to her. If there's anything else wrong with it, it's programming. So let's check that. Let's check that real quick. She have here like Messenger. What I want to check is programs, accessories, system tools, system restore. I'm going into the system restore to make sure that yep. She has it where it's making restore points. So this is 12.6. Okay, that's fine. Show more. Okay, cool. It's been doing restore points. So if anything ever happens, again, or something that's wrong with the operating system, we could go back. Now, I wanted to make sure that it has no updates that it's doing. Doesn't look like it's doing anything on the side. What is that? TV remote controller? Yeah, that's something else because she has a TV tuner built into here. But, long story short, I want to make sure her Windows updates are good. So, I know this is Windows 7, so it should be somewhere else. Windows update is not there. Let's see here. Control panel. Windows update. 11. Most recent was 12.7. On 12.2, she complained about this. I think it was maybe out there, so it may have been right at that time. 12.2 was 12.11. She's been telling me about a couple of days, so that may have been the guy. Updates come in, and then once they restart your computer, sometimes the computer don't start back up right because it had an update that was an optional update, and it was for something like your network card or your sound card or something like that. So now that the card is in there and it has a new driver or some type of update, it's got to install that. So now your computer lags. It's doing this secondary thing before the operating system could start because the BIOS needs this before it even gets started. So now it's this whole hang up thing. So yeah, this is definitely something that I want to let people know. When you're doing your Windows updates and something happens and your computer don't start back up, call me, because apparently whatever I'm doing when I go to back up your files fixes it is one thing. I kind of know what it is, but it's a long story short. So hers is fixed. The update seems to be coming in. There was nothing that was needed. Those was 11 optionals. Seemed like something came in not too long ago. So I figured that's probably what started off the whole thing. She probably had a printer connected to it. Printer update could have came through for Microsoft and their print server or whatever, print queues. So that could have messed up things. And now, when she turns back on her computer, it was that way. But now that I see that it's turning on with my keyboard, mouse, and just a monitor, it should turn on when it's at her house with just her keyboard, monitor. And if there's anything else plugs into it, we're going to plug it in after the computer turns on. That way we'll know for sure that the computer is going to work with the right drivers. And that's it from me. I'll let you guys at a different time of day.